Hello everyone, welcome back to maths class, chapter number 28, exercise 28, question number 13. Prove that the points a1, minus 3, b minus 3, 0 and c 4, 1 are the vertices of an isosceles right angle triangle. Find the area of the triangle. So in the previous problem in question number 11, we have already learned how to identify or how to prove the given vertices or the sides of an isosceles triangle. Let us proceed with the same step. First, find out the measure of AB. The formula is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I am going to consider A and B. So minus 3 minus 1 whole square. So y2 is 0, minus of minus 1, y2 minus y1 whole square. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 whole square. Here 0 minus 9 is minus 3 whole square is again 9. Square root of 16 plus 9 is equal to root 25. Hence its value is equal to 5. That is the measure of AB. Move on to BC. B and C. Square root of x2 is 4, x1 is minus 3, y2 is 1 and y1 is 0. So this is equal to 4 minus of minus is plus 3 whole square, 1 minus 0 is 1. So hence it is 7 square plus 1 square, 49 plus 1, which is equal to 50. Root 50 can be written as 25 into 2, hence it is 5 root 2. This is the measure of BC. We calculated AB and BC, and the next one, the third side of a triangle is CA. C is 4, 1, A is 1, minus 3. Let us calculate, children. CA, square root of x2 is 1, x1 is 4. y2 is minus 3, y1 is 1. 1 minus 4 is minus 3 whole square, minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 whole square. Hence it is 9 plus 16, which is equal to 25, which is equal to 5. Now we have got the measurement like this. AB is equal to 5, BC is equal to 5 root 2 and CA is equal to 5. By this, what we can prove? AB is equal to CA, hence it is an isosceles triangle. But what is asked in the question? It is asked in the question that we need to prove this as an isosceles right angle triangle. So how to prove this as an isosceles right angle triangle? We know from the Pythagoras theorem, children, in a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is the sum of the squares of other two sides. That means to say, if AB is 5 and BC is 5 root 2 and CA is equal to 5. Here we can easily note down that BC is the longest side, that is the greatest side of a right angle triangle. So hence let us consider BC square is equal to AB square plus CA square. BC is 5 root 2 whole square. This is 5 square. This is 5 square. So here 5 square is equal to 5 root 2 whole square. 5 square is 25. Here 5 square is 25. So 25 plus 25 is 50. Here 5 square is 25. Root 2 is whole square is 2. This is 50. Hence this is 50 is equal to 50. We can say that ABC is a right angled isosceles triangle So that BC is the hypotenuse. This measurement is 5 root 2. This is 5. This is 5. Therefore, the given vertices or the vertices of an isosceles right angled triangle. First, we proved that it is an isosceles triangle with the help of distance formula. Later, by considering the greatest side, we proved that square on the greatest side is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. We got the result that it is an isosceles right angle triangle. The next concept is we need to find the area of this particular triangle. Consider, children, we know that area of a right angle triangle is half into base into height. Here base is 5 and height is 5 root 2. So here half into base into height is again 5. So 5 5s are 25. 25 by 2, that is equal to 12.5. So in a right angle triangle, this is base, this is height. So 5 5s are 25. 25 by 2 is 12.5. This is a solution for question number 13. Question number 14. Show that the points A, B, C and D are the vertices of a square ABCD. The given points are A 5, 6, B 1, 5, C 2, 1 and D 6, 2. I am going to give you a hint, children. You need to solve it. So to call the quadrilateral or any four-sided diagram as a square, we know that in a square all sides are equal. So what I need to prove? I need to prove that AB, BC, AB, if this is called as ABCD, then AB should be equal to BC, BC should be equal to CD, CD should be equal to DA. So you need to prove this. Find out the measure of AB, BC, CD and DA. If all the measurements are equal, the first point is fulfilled, that in a square all sides are equal. But when we discussed about the types of quadrilateral, we know that in two cases we get the sides of a quadrilateral are equal. One is related to the square, the another one is the rhombus. So hence, by just proving that all the sides are equal, we cannot call this as a square. We need to know about the angles. But in this problem, there is no relationship or there is no any data related to the angle. We move on to the diagonals. So we know that in a square, the diagonals are equal. So the second point what you need to prove is, you need to prove that AC is equal to BD. Now, at the beginning, find out the distance of 6 points AB, BC, CD, DA, AC and BD. Consider the first point and say that all the sides are equal. Consider the second point that the diagonals are equal. Hence, this can be called as a square. Question number 15. Show that minus 3, 2, minus 5, minus 5, 2, minus 3 and 4, 4 are the vertices of a rhombus. Again, we got the same type of problem here, children. So let me consider the given points as A, B, C and D. In this case also, find out the measure of AB, BC, CD and DA. By this we can say that all the sides are equal, and in rhombus the diagonals are not equal. So prove that AC is not equal to BD. Here also we need to find out the distance of 6 points. Prove that these 4 points are equal, hence all sides are equal. Prove that AC and BD, the measure of diagonals, are not equal, hence we can say that the given vertices are the vertices of a rhombus. This is the major point that you need to note down, the difference between question number 14 and question number 15. In both the cases, question number 14 and 15, in first step we are going to find that the sides of the quadrilateral AB, BC, CD and DA are equal. With this we cannot come to a conclusion whether it is a square or a rhombus, because in square as well as in rhombus the sides are equal. All the 4 sides are equal. So to call it as a square, we need to prove that the measure of diagonals are equal. To call it as a rhombus, we need to prove that the sides are equal but the diagonals are not equal, hence it is a rhombus. In this way you need to find the solution for question number 14 and question number 15. Let us move on to question number 16. Points A minus 3 comma minus 2, B minus 6 comma A, C minus 3 comma minus 4 and D 0 comma minus 1 are the vertices of a quadrilateral ABCD. Find A if A is negative and AB is equal to CD. It is said that AB is equal to CD. Let us calculate AB. Measure of AB, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is equal to minus 6 plus 3 whole square plus A minus into minus plus 2 whole square. So minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3 whole square. Here this is A plus 2 whole square. So find out the measurement, children. That is minus 3 whole square is 9. Square root of 9 plus A plus 2 whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB, that is square root of A square plus 2A. 9 plus 4 is 13. Mark it as result number 1. In the similar way, find out the measure of CD. Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is here 0 minus into minus is plus 3. 3 square is 9 plus minus 1 minus into minus is plus 4. Again this is equal to 9 plus 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Square root of 18. Mark this as result number 2. So as it is said in the question that AB is equal to CD, so let us equate it. Square root of A square plus 2A plus 13 is equal to square root of 18. So remove the square on both the sides. A square plus 2A plus 13 is equal to 18. Just make a small correction, children. Here it is A plus 2 whole square, that is A square plus 4 plus 4A, as it is 2A, 2 into A, 2AB, 2 into A into 2, it is 4A. Just make correction over there. A square plus 4A plus 13. So that is equal to A square plus 4A plus 13 minus 15 is equal to 0. Hence it is A square plus 4A plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, because 18, this is 18, this is 13. 18 minus 13 is 5. Greater number is 18. It is having a minus sign. So factorize the equation A square plus 4A minus 5. That is A square plus 5A minus A minus 5 is equal to 0. A into A plus 5 minus 1 into A plus 5. So A plus 5 into A minus 1 is equal to 0. a is equal to minus 5 or 1, as it is said in the question that a is negative value of a will be equal to minus 5. This is the last question for today's class. Consider question number 17. The vertices of the triangle are 5, 1, 11, 1 and 11, 9. Find the coordinates of the circumcenter of the triangle. See children, this is a different problem. I hope by class 6 itself we have learnt what is a circumcenter. A circumcenter is a center so that it is obtained by the perpendicular bisectors of all the three sides, and where you will have a circumcenter by which if you draw a circle, it touches all the vertices of the given triangle. Let us mark this as A 5, 1. This is B 11, 1 and C 11, 9. Consider the circumcenter as the point P. Now, we need to find this circumcenter, that is nothing but the radius of the given circle, because from here if we draw a circle, that is called as nothing but the circumcenter. We know that from the circumcenter, the measured distance between the circumcenter to the vertices, that is PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. So by considering this point, that is the distance from circumcenter to the vertices, PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. By considering this, we need to find what is the coordinate of P. So let us find, let P be x, y. First case, PA is equal to PB. Let us proceed. PA is square root of A is 5, 1. So it is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. B is 11, 1. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. PA is equal to PB. So by solving these two children, you will get value of x is equal to 8. Just note on this. By solving this, you will get the value of x is equal to 8. And the next point is PB is equal to PC, or you can take PA is equal to PC. Consider point P as x, y and consider any other point. Already we have taken PA and PB. Now we can consider PA and PC. Find out PA is equal to PC. You will get the value of y as equal to 5. So hence we can say that the coordinates of the circumcenter of the given triangle P x, y, x is 8 and y is 5. 8, 5 is the coordinate of the circumcenter of the given triangle. By this we have completed up to question number 17. Thank you children. Have a nice day.